This is the Air Tractor 1.5 by Eflite. Pros and cons. All right, we don't have the motor in because this morning I broke the motor mount after a elevator servo issue, and I'll go more into that later. Some pros about the Air Tractor are these massive slotted flaps that really slow it down. This nice little spring sort of servo saver for the rudder, and the overall color of this airplane. It looks very good in the air. Some of the cons of this airplane is the just plain foam battery hatch. I would like it to be plastic so you're not scraping away at the foam like we are right there, but it is okay. Also, the battery bay, I feel like there should be like a blockade before it gets to the firewall, so you don't scratch up your batteries if you crash them. Some of the upgrades I've done to this airplane. Both of these tail servos were both plastic geared analog sub-micro servos, and I switched them both out because they were both failing out of the box, with this one which came out of the Aero Scout and this one which came out of my Night Timber X Evolution. And they have both worked very well so far, although because of bad placement on this one, it caused my crash this morning because I was having a too much up elevator input. It has an AR637TA receiver, and the setup is kind of wonky because you have to toggle your desired safe switch like five times before it activates, and there's no forward programming menu. I believe it's a 60 amp non-smart ESC with a EC3 connector. One of the main drawbacks of this airplane is the landing gear. These landing gear are very loose and can be bent very easily, and the screws that it comes with out of the factory are way too short. They strip and they can cause the landing gear to bend on their first flight, like what happened to me. Fortunately for me, we live by a Home Depot, so I could get the same thread screws and with a lot longer size, and they are what is in it right now, and I haven't had any problems. Just slight bendiness. So our aileron servos, one of mine popped loose in flight, and I had to go in there and CA the servo mount back down to the foam wing. And for our flap servos, we have plastic geared sub-micro analog servos. And for the hinges, we have CA hinges for the ailerons. And these are slotted, so gapless hinges for this. CA hinges for the elevator, and CA hinges for the rudder. For the batteries, we are using both 3200 4S Gen 2 batteries and 2200 4S Gen 2 batteries. For the 2200, be prepared to shove it far down into the battery area, but the 3200 makes it the perfect balance, and that is the battery I recommend. The manual is pretty in-depth and is a good place, but one issue is, see how it shows a timber bottom? Like the mount on my Night Timber X Evolution. It says there is one on the Air Tractor, but as far as I can tell, there is not one of those kind of mounts. So just be prepared to use the washers it comes with to screw into those holes. And they don't fit as well, but they're the other two holes. Thank you for watching, and happy landings.